Welcome to Biography with Plutarch, where we delve into the lives of remarkable individuals, seeking to understand the intricacies of human character and the forces that shape our destinies. Today, we embark on a fascinating journey through the life of Clark Gable, the iconic American actor whose charisma and talent captivated audiences worldwide. Born on February 1, 1901, in Cadiz, Ohio, William Clark Gable would grow up to become one of Hollywood's most beloved stars. But his early years were marked by humble beginnings and a series of events that would profoundly influence his future. As we explore the formative years of Clark Gable, we find ourselves in the midst of a rapidly changing America. The dawn of the 20th century brought about unprecedented industrialization, urbanization, and technological advancements, which had a profound impact on the lives of ordinary people. The once quaint towns and villages were now bustling with activity, as factories and machines hummed to life, spewing forth smoke and steel that seemed to stretch on forever. Clark's father, William Henry Gable, was an oil well driller, a profession that required frequent relocation, exposing young Clark to various environments and experiences that would shape his adaptable nature. Imagine the dusty roads, lined with wooden derricks and towering oil rigs, as the Gable family traveled from town to town, always chasing the next big strike. The sound of drilling and pumping equipment filled the air, a cacophony of noise that would become familiar to Clark's ears. As they settled into each new town, Clark would watch in awe as his father worked tirelessly, covered in dirt and grime, yet exuding a sense of pride and purpose. These early experiences instilled in Clark a strong work ethic and an appreciation for the rugged, manual labor that defined America's industrial landscape. Clark's early childhood was spent in Hopedale, Ohio, where he developed a strong bond with his mother, Adeline Hershelman. Her untimely death when Clark was just 10 months old would have a lasting impact on his life, as his father later remarried, and Clark's relationship with his stepmother, Jenny Dunlap, was strained. This tumultuous family dynamic would instill in Clark a sense of resilience and independence, traits that would serve him well in his future pursuits. As he navigated the complexities of his family life, Clark learned to rely on himself, to trust his instincts, and to adapt to new situations. As a young boy, Clark attended school in Hopedale, where he struggled academically but demonstrated a keen interest in the outdoors and mechanical pursuits. He spent hours exploring the surrounding countryside, collecting leaves, rocks, and other treasures that sparked his imagination. His father's profession often took them to rural areas, allowing Clark to develop a deep appreciation for nature and the manual skills that would later become an integral part of his persona. The rugged, individualistic spirit that defined America's frontier culture also left an indelible mark on Clark's character as he learned to rely on himself and trust his instincts. The Gable family's frequent relocations exposed Clark to diverse social environments, from the oil fields of Oklahoma to the farms of Ohio. These experiences broadened his perspective, teaching him to navigate different cultural contexts and forge connections with people from various backgrounds. In Oklahoma, Clark witnessed the rough and tumble world of the oil fields, where men worked tirelessly to strike it rich. He saw the boom towns, filled with rough-riding cowboys, outlaws, and entrepreneurs, all seeking to make their fortunes in the Wild West. In Ohio, he experienced the more tranquil life of rural farming communities, where families worked together to till the land and harvest their crops. This adaptability would become a hallmark of his future success, as he effortlessly transitioned between roles and genres, captivating audiences with his versatility. As Clark entered his teenage years, he began to explore his passion for the performing arts, particularly theater and music. His stepmother, Jenny, encouraged his creative pursuits, recognizing the potential for Clark's charismatic stage presence. This early exposure to the world of entertainment would spark a fire within him, fueling his ambitions and setting him on a path that would eventually lead him to the bright lights of Hollywood. Clark would often perform in local theater productions, singing and acting alongside other young talents. He reveled in the applause and attention, feeling an intoxicating rush of excitement as he took center stage. One particular anecdote stands out from this period. During a production of The Merry Wives of Windsor, Clark played the role of a mischievous servant, earning praise from the audience for his comedic timing and charm. As he took his final bow, beaming with pride, he caught the eye of a local theater critic who noted his raw talent and boundless energy. This early recognition would stay with Clark, motivating him to hone his craft and pursue his dreams with unwavering dedication. In these formative years, we see the emergence of a complex, multifaceted individual, shaped by the interactions of family, culture, and circumstance. Clark Gable's early life was marked by both hardship and opportunity as he navigated the challenges of a changing America and discovered his own unique talents and aspirations. As Clark Gable entered his early 20s, he found himself increasingly entranced by the world of theater, recognizing it as a platform to hone his craft and showcase his talents. The thrill of performing live on stage, the rush of adrenaline as the curtains drew open, and the roar of applause from the audience all combined to captivate him. In 1922, he took a bold step, joining the traveling theater company, the Jewel Players, which would become his training ground for the next few years. As they traversed the Midwest, Gable gained valuable experience performing in various productions, from classical plays to contemporary dramas. His charismatic stage presence and versatility as an actor soon earned him recognition, with critics and audiences alike taking note of his impressive range. By 1924, Gable had set his sights on New York City, determined to make a name for himself on the Great White Way. The city's vibrant theater scene was abuzz with talent, and he was eager to prove himself among the best. As he navigated the bustling streets of Manhattan, Gable soaked up the energy of the city, attending performances, meeting with agents, and auditioning for roles. His big break came in 1928 when he landed a role in the play, Machinal, written by Sophie Treadwell. The production, which explored themes of love, marriage, and social conformity, premiered at the Plymouth Theatre on September 7, 1928, and ran for 91 performances. Gable's performance as the male lead, George H. Jones, caught the attention of critics and audiences alike, with one reviewer noting his impressive presence and remarkable talent. This early success paved the way for future opportunities, and by the end of the decade, Gable had established himself as a rising star in the New York theater scene. The advent of sound and film presented new opportunities for Gable, who began to transition from stage to screen. In 1930, he signed a contract with Pathé Exchange, a film production company, and made his movie debut in the film The Painted Desert, released on May 24, 1931. Although the film was not a major success, it marked the beginning of Gable's illustrious career in Hollywood. Over the next few years, he appeared in a string of films, including The Easiest Way, 1931, Dance, Fools, Dance, 1931, and Honky Tonk, 1932, gradually building his reputation as a leading man. As he navigated the studio system, Gable worked tirelessly to hone his craft, taking direction from seasoned filmmakers and learning from his co-stars. Gable's breakthrough role came in 1934 with the film It Happened One Night, directed by Frank Capra and co-starring Claudette Colbert. The film's massive success can be attributed to the undeniable chemistry between Gable and Colbert, as well as the witty dialogue and nuanced character development. It Happened One Night went on to win 5 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor for Gable, Best Actress for Colbert, and Best Writing for Robert Riskin. As Gable's star continued to rise, he became known for his iconic roles in films such as Mutiny on the Bounty, 1935, China Seas, 1935, and Wife vs. Secretary, 1936. His portrayal of Fletcher Christian in Mutiny on the Bounty, released on November 8, 1935, showcased his ability to convey complexity and depth, earning him critical acclaim and cementing his status as a Hollywood legend. Gable's performances were marked by a sense of authenticity and vulnerability, which resonated deeply with audiences. He had a unique ability to tap into the emotions of his characters, bringing a level of nuance and sophistication to his roles. Gable's personal life also garnered significant attention during this period. In 1931, he married Maria Langham, a wealthy socialite, but the marriage ended in divorce just 2 years later. The union had been marked by turmoil and tension, with Gable struggling to balance his burgeoning career with the demands of married life. In 1939, he married Carole Lombard, a talented actress and comedian, with whom he shared a deep and abiding love. The couple's relationship was marked by a strong sense of mutual respect and admiration, with Lombard often serving as a source of inspiration and support for Gable. Together, they formed a powerful partnership, both on and off screen. As the decade drew to a close, Gable had solidified his position as one of Hollywood's most bankable stars, known for his distinctive voice, charming on-screen presence, and dedication to his craft. His contributions to the film industry were already significant, and he would continue to shape the cinematic landscape in the years to come. As he once said, "I'd rather be a failure in something I love than a success in something I hate," reflecting his unwavering commitment to his art. Gable's legacy would endure for generations, inspiring countless actors and filmmakers with his remarkable talent and enduring passion for the craft. As the 1940s dawned, Clark Gable's career continued to soar, with iconic roles in films like Gone with the Wind, 1939, and Honky Tonk, 1941. His portrayal of Rhett Butler in Gone with the Wind cemented his status as a Hollywood legend, and he became synonymous with the charming, ruggedly handsome leading man. The film's sweeping romance and epic drama captivated audiences, and Gable's on-screen chemistry with Vivien Leigh remains one of the most memorable aspects of the movie. As Rhett Butler, Gable brought a sense of depth and nuance to the character, infusing him with a mix of wit, charm, and vulnerability that has become iconic in American cinema. Gable's personal life also remained in the spotlight, particularly after the tragic death of his wife Carole Lombard in a plane crash on January 16, 1942. This devastating loss had a profound impact on Gable, who was deeply affected by her passing. The two had been married for just over 3 years, and their relationship was marked by a deep affection and mutual respect. Lombard's death sent shockwaves through the film community, with many of Gable's colleagues and friends rallying around him in support. As he navigated his grief, Gable found solace in his work, throwing himself into his roles with a renewed sense of purpose. In the years following Lombard's death, Gable took on roles that showcased his remarkable range and depth as an actor. He enlisted in the U.S. Army Air Forces during World War II, serving with distinction and earning several honors for his service. As a member of the 1st Motion Picture Unit, Gable played a crucial role in producing training films and documentaries, using his celebrity to boost morale and support the war effort. His experiences during this time had a profound impact on him, shaping his perspective on life and informing his future performances. After the war, Gable continued to act in films, including Adventure, 1945, and The Hucksters, 1947, though he never quite recaptured the magic of his pre-war performances. Despite this, he remained a beloved figure in Hollywood, revered for his contributions to the industry and his enduring charm on screen. As the film landscape began to shift and change, Gable adapted, taking on more nuanced and complex roles that showcased his growth as an actor. As Gable's career began to slow, he turned his attention to his personal life, marrying Sylvia Ashley in 1949. The marriage was marked by a sense of calm and stability that had eluded Gable in his earlier relationships. Ashley, a British actress and model, brought a sense of serenity and normalcy to Gable's life, providing a much-needed respite from the chaos and scrutiny of Hollywood. Though his film output decreased significantly in the 1950s, Gable remained a cherished figure in the industry, with many of his colleagues and friends continuing to seek his counsel and advice. Clark Gable's life came full circle on November 16, 1960, when he passed away at the age of 59 due to complications from a heart attack. The news sent shockwaves through the film community, with tributes pouring in from around the world. As one colleague observed, he was a giant of a man, with a heart as big as his talent. Gable's legacy extends far beyond his impressive filmography. He remains an icon of American cinema, a symbol of a bygone era of glamour and sophistication. His impact on the industry can be seen in the countless actors who have followed in his footsteps, from Robert Mitchum to George Clooney. Today, Clark Gable is remembered as one of the greatest actors of all time, a true Hollywood legend whose impact on the film industry continues to be felt. His performances remain timeless, captivating audiences with their nuance and depth. As he once said, "The most important thing in acting is honesty. If you can fake that, you got it made." This sentiment encapsulates Gable's approach to his craft, which was marked by a commitment to authenticity and a willingness to take risks. Whether playing the dashing Rhett Butler or the gruff but lovable roughneck in It Happened One Night, 1934, Gable brought a sense of truth and vulnerability to his roles, making him one of the most beloved and enduring stars of Hollywood's golden age. He was a man of contradictions, charming and vulnerable, confident and insecure. And it is this multifaceted nature that continues to fascinate audiences today. Through his struggles and triumphs, Gable left an indelible mark on the film industry, one that continues to inspire and captivate audiences around the world. That's all for today's Biography with Plutarch. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, remember that understanding the lives of remarkable individuals helps us better understand ourselves.